Hey guys, and in today's video we are going to talk about Dragon Ball, but a different Dragon Ball Hakai, a fan manga that is so good that it seems to me that it was made by a Brazilian, and yes, it was made by Gustavo from the channel itself Hakai. In today's video you will see the first chapter, how all this happened until Goku became the god of destruction. So this video is very epic. For those who know the story, you know that it is very good, so leave your like, and also if you are new, subscribe to the channel so you can follow this whole saga with me here. So guys, given all this message, let's get started. So guys, this cover of the first chapter of the Dragon Ball Hakai manga, with the following title, All Universes Are in Danger, the Arrival of a New Threat. In this cover we can see two characters, one of them very much resembles the Science, he is called Anzai, and the other, we still don't know his name, but he is Aizen's assistant. So the story starts after the end of the saga I Live, where all the warriors managed to bring peace to the universe, at least until now, because right after that we see something falling and a big explosion ends up happening, and then this image we see the Anzai falling along with the cube he holds in his hand. Then his assistant appears asking if he is okay. Anzai with his hand on his head says it's okay. Although he is very injured, he says he doesn't have time to waste on. His assistant then says that this enemy has driven all the guardians mad, and with that they are killing each other. Desperate Anzai says that this enemy is heading towards them, and most likely this enemy defeated all the guardians. His assistant quickly extends his hands and tells him to run away, because if he fails everything will be over. Anzai hearing this and starts to desperately run away. Then the enemy appears on the assistant's back, and we can see a person on the shadows. Anzai's assistant says the following, if the damn thing is here you don't pass. Then, he starts screaming and unleashes a very powerful wave of power, to the point where we can see the gigantic crater he ended up creating there. With his outstretched ones he says, did I make it? He just had time to say that, because this enemy ends up crossing his hand on his back. That was apparently the end of Anzai's assistant, who continues to fly at full speed. At that moment he ends up stopping at a gigantic door, and we can see that it creates a wave of energy like a star-shaped key. He says the following, if this gate closes he won't be able to get in, no matter how strong he is. But when the gate was closing, we can see a light passing very fast, and Anzai inside who was walking ends up getting hit. Yes, the enemy managed to enter the gate before it closed. At that moment Anzai ends up composing himself and says, damn it, that was close, but now what do I do? He is completely lost, but he ends up looking up and sees a very powerful box, and he extremely happy says, this is the energy sealing box. I just need to insert the box into the battery. Only the enemy was very close to him, and he says, only he won't let me take that battery. Anzai just needed to put that cube in front of that huge box to supply all the energies. So, for that he ends up raising his ki to the maximum and says it looks like I'm going to have to risk everything I have in a direct attack. But for sure this will cost Aizen very dearly, because he needs to insert the battery, that cube in the main box, so he goes after that enemy with all his might, for that's his mission, the mission that the Guardians gave him. So, it's a very powerful attack, it can get through this enemy. Nor does he believe that he managed to defeat him. He very happy. He extends his hands and grabs that cube again and goes towards that huge box of energy, and at the time he was about to arrive and place this cube, the enemy appears on his back and ends up punching it. Yes, he hadn't been defeated. Anzai ends up falling to the ground, and his last words are, it can't be. That way they go. Right after that we can see the cube and the hand of this mysterious enemy. He manages to split that cube in two, and a wave of energy ends up entering that gigantic box, and an immense light hovers over not just one, but four completely hooded characters, and soon after Anzai sees this saying shit and I failed. After this event we changed the scenario and went to Beerus planet where Goku and Vegeta are training. We can see a very fierce training between the two, as you are following there, but a certain moment of this training, Goku says the following to Vegeta, damn it, you've already noticed my disadvantage, haven't you, Vegeta? And Vegeta ends up saying the following, of course already. When you use Kaioken together with Super Saiyan Blue you get as strong as in my evolved form, but your energy goes away very fast because of Kaioken's where so after Vegeta says that, he goes up of Goku with everything. And Whis himself, watching this training, says the following, it seems that Mr. Vegeta is mastering Super Saiyan Blue very well, much better even than Lord Goku. But while Whis was watching this training, his staff ended up getting a call, telling Whis that a meeting was being formed between the gods and angels, and that Whis needed to go there immediately. But the Daishinkan ends up asking some mortals to participate in this meeting, and of course we're talking about Goku and Vegeta. The curious Whis ends up asking, "What is this meeting about?" And the Daishinkan says, "It's about a shutdown." After that, we go back to training the two Scions, Vegeta very nervous. He tells Goku to use all his power, so he won't be able to train seriously, so he asks Goku to use Ultra Instinct, and of course Goku ends up fulfilling Vegeta's wish. So now another battle will start, Goku using all his power with Ultra Instinct versus Vegeta with his evolved Scion Blue, but when the two start training, their power is so strong that it ends up waking up Mr. Beerus and ends up saying the next, "Goku and Vegeta, where are you two? You want to fight? I'll give you a fight." And of course Goku using his Ultra Instinct appears in front of Beerus. It's obvious that Goku wouldn't miss this opportunity. So Beerus himself says the following, "So you came to face me, huh? Alright, so let's go." So at the moment the two were going to battle, Whis appears with just one finger stopping the battle between the two. He ends up communicating that the two have to stop it, because a meeting is about to start. Beerus doesn't understand anything, and he says there's going to be a shutdown. A rare meeting where a god will be shut down, and Goku and Vegeta can be selected to be those gods of destruction. So the chapter ends with the Daishinkan, Goku and Vegeta and the two Xenosama looking on. And of course you must already know who will be the new god of destruction, right? So guys, that's what I can keep bringing this manga fan here for you, made by Gustavo, a very talented Brazilian. So if you want the continuation of this saga here on the channel, it's very important that you leave your like and don't forget it, and also if you're new, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any video like this one. So guys, thank you very much for your audience, until the next video.